Hi everybody, Abby here. I want to thank you for joining me today. I've got a very special gift I want to share with all of you. I'm going to do a little bit of energy work and share a little bit of wisdom. I'm going to be getting connected with my higher self and spirit guides. And I want to share a gift that is working within the frequency of support and helping you to remember that no matter what your situation is, everything is going to be okay. It's going to create safety. It's going to create warmth, comfort. It's going to help you let go of stress and fear, okay? And we can all use this no matter what place we're in. If we're on top of the world or if we've sunken into the abyss of annihilation, we all can use love. Love helps us become brighter. It helps us access our true selves. Our true selves are love. And it helps us to access higher wisdom, higher frequencies of awareness that come from a realm that is purely loving. Angelic, healing, alien love, spiritual love. And it makes us feel warm and fuzzy inside. That kind of love. I'm going to relax now, and I'm going to do a journey here with my higher self and spirit guides, and I'm going to talk about what I see and experience as I generate love energy into your energy field. And all you have to do to receive this is just simply relax and enjoy, okay? The first thing I'm inspired to do is to touch your mind very gently with my hand. And in your mind, I see there's a red glowing light at the third eye. And this red glowing light is actually creating a little bit of a jam in the clarity of what we're looking at. There's also a bit of a jam in the throat here. So we're going to relax these jams on down because we don't need their help anymore. Energy blocks are not destroying our life. They're helping us become more extraordinary people. So when we're complete, when we don't need the energy blocks anymore, we can thank them for all they have done for us and we can move on. No big deal. So I'm going to go ahead and relax the mind, relax the throat on down. So as I do this, I'm going into the entire face, okay? So I'm going into your entire face, and it also includes the throat. So it's a big old circle, and I'm going into it. And there's cloudy white energy in here. There's a boy that is crying. He's sitting on the floor. The walls are very bright and white. That's glowing white walls. This boy sits in the corner and he cries into his knees as he's holding his knees close to his face. And I walk towards this boy. And I reach out my hand for his hand. And I encourage him to notice me. And do not be afraid of the love that I have for you. It's going to be okay, I say. He is so overwhelmed by his own mind, his own feelings, that this loving energy is having a hard time reaching him. It's very noisy, and the noise is making it difficult to access this wisdom and healing from higher dimensions. So I come closer, and I become light, and I enter into his heart, and I expand my light all around him. And I tell him that Everything is going to be okay. And with this message, I show him how strong he is. You are strong. And I tell him not to let anything in this world inspire him to let go of that strength and fall into weakness, because you are strong. He needs so much help in remembering how strong he is, because he's been broken down so much. He is starting to hear this loving message within himself, and he feels confident that it's somehow his own mind overriding the trauma he's processing. It's just a little positive thought, although it's a powerful message from angelic love, from heaven. Somehow he finds the strength to stand up. He actually swallows. I can experience him swallow. And he calms down his breathing and he wipes his tears. And I see him instantly grow from what is like a 4-year-old boy into a 16-year-old young man. And now that he's aged, he's so much more aware and stronger within himself, and he seems to know that I'm here, and he asks me, which way do I go? I tell him, you must follow your own heart, and I will help you no matter where you choose to go. I will help you. I feel the weakness rising up again, because he simply doesn't know which way to go, and he can't make up his mind, and he needs a little bit of help. But I tell him, you are stronger than this. You need to follow your heart. Your heart must choose the pathway, and I will be there with you anywhere you choose to go. Something of this little boy starts to grow within himself, and he's struggling a great deal with making a choice. It's not necessarily about which direction do I take in life. This also can be a reflection of, do I choose to stay or do I choose to go in a relationship, with work, with family? Is it time this family member starts to work on themselves instead of me helping them as much as I am while my own life is falling apart? These are hard choices because we love people, and sometimes it's very hard to decide what to do. And it's not necessarily just about us and what it is that we want. I step into him and I fill him with strength. I become a very strong and sturdy tree. To remind him how strong and sturdy he is. And I ground his energy field. And from his mind, he starts to hear the sound of his heart calling to him and requesting a certain decision be made. And it comes from deep down inside. And this choice feels difficult. But he takes a look at how many months and years have gone by since he's struggled to make a decision. And it feels time for him to follow his heart now. And I see a part of myself smiling, and I feel very proud of him. There's an entirely new scene and experience that's developing here. This has to do with a woman, and she is without clothing. I can see her from the hips up. And she's crying inside of herself. Although her face is expressing joy, she is sad on the inside. This scene is really intense with a maroon color, really intense red, but it's like a maroon color, and it's glowing all around her. There's something about sexual expression here as well. And a loss of identity due to sexuality. A loss of natural expression. It has been altered into some idea of the way the expression should be made, should be had, should be experienced. And this overrides nature. And she, deep down inside, is sad. Her most natural instinct has been overridden. I step in to her essence and I tell her how beautiful she is. This is a woman who is pleasing the man, but not allowing the man to please her. And she doesn't want to be touched. It's very sad. I can feel how she does not want to be touched. And I ask her what happened. When she tells me, it looks like a ball of black paint thrown against a white wall, and it just splattered and smashed. I can hear it splat against the wall. She said that happened to me. I encourage her to separate from this exchange of intimacy, because it's not a reflection of her. It's a reflection of a molding and a shaping outside of her nature. And I ask her to take time away to find herself, not through sexual experiences with others, but through time, intimate time, getting to know who she is, intimate time with nature. She finds the strength to love herself enough, to love her body enough, to love her memories enough, to reconcile all of this. And I see her walking a new path. And this new path is full of vulnerable emotions, loneliness, sadness, confusion. She feels lost within herself. And it's interesting because I can magnetically feel two pathways colliding. The pathway of this man who made a choice that was very hard to make. He chose to follow his heart. She also makes a choice very hard to make, and she chooses to follow her heart. Now these two hearts that are vibrating on a similar level are magnetically attracting these two together. He now can heal her, and she can be healed by him. And as she heals him as well. It's very beautiful. It's a very beautiful connection. I see this man and this woman actually merge as one reflection of energy. And when this happens, light is expressed in all directions. And I feel the heart is mending. The mind is mending. And this energy, this consciousness, male and female becoming one divine reflection, is remembering itself, remembering a much older time, a much more natural instinct, deeper than the surface of the molding and shaping of our society, our reality. I see the male-female soul becomes flame, becomes empowered, becomes spirit and physical, and expresses energy in all directions that can be received by all those around. So imagine walking down the street and there is a glow that is experienced as you walk past somebody, and you feel it. And you may not even know that it came from that person. It may just feel like something refreshing just developed in your heart from somewhere. But it's this. And my higher self, spirit guides, they say that as the male-female heals, we all heal. We all heal. Everybody does. So if you're walking down the sidewalk and you come close to one of these glowing lights, it's not just you that's going to feel it. It's everybody on that sidewalk and all the way across the globe. Everybody will feel it. And everybody will become transformed by it, and the vibration of our collective continues to rise. As we all heal, we all heal. The collective heals. We raise our vibration. We become more an expression of light and love than we ever were before. And through that, we start to remember who we are. Start to remember. I see that this journey, I see this light of balance, divine masculine, divine feminine, is a light that goes straight down the center of you, right down the spinal column, but in the center. And it's beautiful. And it reminds you of who you are as well, and the importance of following your heart in life. And following your heart will take you to exactly where you need to go, where you will find like-minded frequencies, also following the rhythm of the heart. I see that there's no more resistance here in the mind or in the throat, and the heart is getting very, very bright and expanded. And there's a deeper knowing that everything is going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. All right, that's all I have to share. I hope this energy work and wisdom makes a meaningful difference in your life. If any of you are interested in working with me one-on-one for a psychic session, please visit me at my website at abbeynormalswisdomquest.com. Thank you all again for watching, and I wish you all a wonderful day.